Hi, I know I'm a day late for Thank You Patrons Day. Yesterday I was super jet lagged from Geek Girl Con in Seattle and I would not have made a video that anyone wanted to watch. I wanted to take a second and sincerely thank everyone who has supported the Sartorial Geek for the past year and a half, almost 2 years, which is wild. Content creation isn't really a great business for making money. There are ways. A lot of them are potentially icky and are hard to do well. And so we're trying to find the balance of being able to support this and support the people who work on the Sartorial Geek without having to get investors or sponsors that don't align with the things that we care about. And that's been sort of a challenge. And Patreon has been the way that has been possible. So without our patrons, the Sartorial Geek, I don't think could have made it this far, and I think we would have to be downscaling instead of growing. So all of that is thanks to you, and we just wanted to say thank you. Right now there are 147 patrons at patreon.com/sartorialgeek, which is really amazing. We're 3 away from 150. We're $2 away from 900, which is amazing. We did a breakdown, I think 3 weeks ago on Patreon, so you can go check it out even if you haven't joined. But I wanted to tell you about the things that we're able to do specifically because of Patreon. So our podcast is 100% funded via Patreon. There is a monthly hosting fee. Every single episode is edited by our favorite editor, Dan Eisen, and he also does all of our audio engineering, so like the intro and outro music. And he doesn't want to work for free, as he shouldn't. No one should, no artist should. So we are able to completely pay him and for the hosting fees for our, I think we're at 97 episodes, which is incredible between our full and mini episodes. So thank you for letting us do that, and to be able to release 2 episodes a week and not have had to scale back. That is incredible, and we don't take that for granted. We've also been able to do live podcasts and panels at like the country's biggest conventions on both coasts, which is incredible. First of all, thank you, to the conventions for allowing us to do that, but also the Sartorial Geek community gives us, we are able to point to this group of people to say there are nerds who want this feminine, geeky, welcoming space and conversation and community. And so we're able to point to things like Patreon and our Instagram followers to show that there are people who want the things that we're doing. So thank you for that, and thank you to everyone who has come out to support us. Our fashion panel at New York Comic Con this year was incredible, and we're really excited to do more things like that in 2020. We also are able to keep the Sartorial Geek website up and running. Liz does so much work. She is essentially the editor behind all of that. I help where I can, but she's basically running that. So thank you to Liz for keeping that up and running. And thank you to everyone who has guest posted or who has been a volunteer writer since the beginning. We did not have any money behind that project for a very long time, and it wouldn't have been good if it was just me trying to write things for a year and a half. So thank you to everyone who's been a part of that. And because we just hit our most recent Patreon goal, we were actually able to hire 14 staff writers last month, which is amazing. Again, we really appreciate everyone who has helped us out and who has written without really having a lot of compensation. So we're really happy that we were able to offer paid positions to 14 of those people. And as our Patreon grows, we're using that to increase our staff writing positions. So as we are able to add patrons, we're also able to add staff writers, which is really incredible. So if you'd like to help us do that, you can head to our Patreon and donate. Or if you'd like to be one of our volunteer or guest posters, you can email us at sartorialgeek@jordanisney.com. We love working with everyone, and we've had some really, really incredible articles, and we're excited to be able to keep adding our guest posters to our staff writing position. If you aren't necessarily a writer but are interested in the types of things at Sartorial Geek, please go to the site and click through and check it out and read our articles and share them if something hits you that you think would be interesting to the people who follow you or your Facebook. There are some incredible posts on there. I have absolutely cried just like reading email submissions and editing posts before they go up. So I highly suggest clicking through there. We have some amazingly talented writers with some incredible stories or like ideas about things and interesting experiences and ways that they enjoy nerdy things in their normal lives. So I highly recommend checking that out. I think those are the main, that's my list of the things that the Sartorial Geek has been able to do this year. Thank you to Patreon. We are very excited for 2020. A lot of changes are happening. A lot of changes behind the scenes are happening. A lot of shifts in time and focus are taking place. So it's gonna be different next year. I hope it's all better. I'm really excited. So if you want to help us do what we're doing, you can head to patreon.com/sartorialgeek. You can also head to jordanjane.com and subscribe to our magazine, which would be incredible. We definitely don't have enough subscribers to fund that project. That's a passion project that I'm not letting go of yet, but we need to find a way to pay for it. So if you want to see either of those things keep going, we appreciate all of the new support that you can throw away or new shares, and we appreciate the 147 of you that are already supporting us. So have a really great week. Thank you again from the bottom of our hearts. Liz and I could not do any of this without you. We just couldn't. We don't want to do all of this to avoid. This is only valuable because of the community around it. And so thank you for being that community. Stay nerdy. Bye.